Okay, we're going to go ahead and do some perspective practice. Fold your paper into fourths, which means fold it 2 times. 1 and 2. When you open it back up, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections we're going to practice in. First thing we're going to do are paths and rivers. We start off, make 1 point at the top and 2 points at the bottom, and simply connect your dots. And you have a path that starts big and gets smaller as it moves away. Let's try another one where we have the dots open on the side and maybe off center. Connect the dots again, connect the dots again, and now I have a different kind of pattern. All right, down in this one, we're going to try a river. We're going to start with 1 dot and 2 dots, and instead of a straight line, we're going to use a curved line. Now the trick is maybe stay parallel, maybe go outward. Got a nice little path there. You can try a zigzag, same thing. Kind of curved edges instead of sharp edges. And then parallel, but get wider and wider as you go down. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try some objects, maybe some rocks and trees. Remember, at the bottom of the page, objects will be bigger, and they get smaller as they move to the horizon line. Let's start with just some simple objects. You can start on either end. If you want to start on the small end, just a rock. And as you move towards the bottom, away from the horizon, your rocks are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. We can overlap those rocks or start at the bottom. There's a big rock there, maybe a little smaller one there. And they're just going to get smaller as we go. All right. On the other side, I'm going to do more of like a tree or a bush. And because I want them to overlap, I want to start at the bottom. And they're going to get smaller as I go up. And yeah, I didn't do it quite the way I wanted to that time. You practice, try it your own way. This one is our guide that we're using for the practice. The next one, we want to alternate on each side of the path or the river. So I'm going to start on one side. I'm going to just do some Richard Hadel trees, some little triangle trees. And they get a little bit bigger on each side. And then I can go back and add the tree trunks. Tree trunks are the same way. They're usually not straight up and down. They get a little bit bigger as they go to the bottom. The last trees I want to try, I'm going to try like an actual puffy tree with a tree trunk and then a cluster. Here we go. I'm going to start with my little tree here. A little bit bigger tree here. A lot bigger tree here. And then my clusters, I'm going to put 3 treetops together. Maybe they overlap a little bit. See the bottom of one of them. Another tree cluster over here. Maybe just 2 of them. And it's okay if part of the tree goes into the river. That's all right, because trees do hang over rivers quite a bit. All right, and there we go, some perspective practice.